So, liebe Leute, wir sind hier zum Teil 2 vom Den Blau Planet. Wir sind wieder hier mit Thomas, der verbringt immer noch die Nacht mit uns und wir wollen uns jetzt einmal die Technik angucken. Wenn ihr den ersten Teil verpasst haben solltet, guckt noch mal in unseren Kanal rein, denn da findet ihr dann den ersten Teil von Den Blau Planet, wo wir euch alle Tiere zeigen, alles was es hier gegeben hat an Aquarien in unserem Nacht-Special sozusagen. Seid gespannt, wir gehen rüber zur Technik und schauen uns mal, was es dazu gibt. So now we enter the catacombs.
Here it comes. The special cave.
All right.
We can start with some lightning. This is the smallest UV filter we got.
Smallest.
That's the smallest one we got.
That's the smallest UV. Die kleinste UV-Anlage hier in der Aquaristik.
600 Watt. That's on top. And the most important part.
Das ist fantastisch. So, da stehen wir direkt davor. AFC 400, also Strömungspumpen von uns. Die mittlere Größe, die wir haben, es gibt ja die AFC 150, es gibt die AFC 400 und seit wenigen Jahren jetzt die AFC 1200. Die macht dann bis zu 550 Tonnen pro Stunde.
Was ist für das Heimaquarium so das passendste?
AFC 150. Also alles ab 500 Liter, wo man sie verstecken kann. Das ist natürlich immer ein Teil, die Frage, ob man das in der Dekoration unterbringen kann. Aber wenn man das kann, dann ist das der effizienteste Weg. Jetzt bin ich ja schon total wirklich. Dann ist es aber der effizienteste Weg, um auch kleinere Becken tatsächlich vernünftig zu bewegen. Also man kann die dann mit ein paar Prozent laufen lassen. Man hört nichts und es wird wirklich viel Wasser in die Runde bewegt. Also top. Könnt ihr im Shop angucken. Wir haben das da auch drin, logischerweise. Ihr seht die ganzen Datenblätter. Aber ihr guckt einfach die Videos, denn auch da werden wir immer wieder diese Pumpen haben, weil sie einfach jetzt viel in öffentlichen Aquarien zum Einsatz kommen. Also dranbleiben. Jetzt sind wir über dem großen Korallenbecken. Wir sehen 17 Meter Aquarium. Thomas, this is the stage behind or above the tank actually.
Yeah.
So there's another tank behind. Why?
Yeah, this is a kind of a hospital tank or nursery tank. At the moment we have this eagle ray, which is born half a year ago, maybe a little bit more than half a year ago in the big ocean tank. And to avoid getting eaten, we take it down here. The baby sister is off to, I think, Hanover Zoo. They got them. This one is right now waiting for a new place to live.
Okay.
Because we have enough, and we have brothers and sisters in the ocean tank, so we cannot have them to breed together. So we need to find a new place for it.
All right.
Sometimes if we have a biting accident in the ocean tank and we have or a sick fish, we can put it down here and have it separately to get a peace and quiet. And this is the ocean tank water quality, and this is the coral reef water quality, so they're not combined.
Okay.
So it works pretty good. So it's around 45,000 liters of water. And then if we have a bit of a sickness on the fish, some parasites and stuff, so the water goes in here through that big UV filter, which is 100% titanium, 600 Watt. So we are mostly sure not to get an infection in the other tanks.
Die gesamte UV-Röhrenhalterung, alles Titan. So mögen wir das.
Was habe ich für einen Vorteil mit Titan?
Naja, Titan ist halt einfach, wird nicht angegriffen von Seewasser. Es gibt auch bei Titan natürlich verschiedene Legierungen. Wir gehen mal davon aus, dass das Grad 2 ist. Grad 2 ist also höchst seewasserfest. Es gibt sowas auch in Edelstahl. Es gibt natürlich auch Edelstähle, die seewasserbeständig sind. Das Problem ist, dass bei Seewasser die Passivierungsschicht irgendwann abreibt durch eben abrasive Stoffe, wie zum Beispiel Sand, der ja im Meerwasser enthalten ist, wenn man ihn da durchpumpt. Und dann wird eben auch das Edelstahl angegriffen. Also man muss schon sehr besondere Edelstähle nehmen, U-Bootstahl zum Beispiel, der wird gerne verwendet, aber der kostet auch genauso viel wie Titan, wiegt aber dafür doppelt so viel. Das heißt, an der Stelle ist Titan eigentlich die günstigere Lösung. Und es ist indiskutabel gut.
So we got the reef tank, we got all the LED lights. Each lamp is on 400 watt. We have some different kind. Those are one of the first ones because when we opened the aquarium 10 years ago, but the process was 17 years ago, and that time we were not that sure, or the guys who built it were not that sure for LED. It was still new.
Yeah.
So actually, when we opened the aquarium, we had 65 1000 HQI lamps, metal headlight lamps over here. So besides the heat, you had a lot of energy consumption. So then during the years we tried different kind of lamps, but now we got these custom-made lamps, and actually in China comes from a company called Razor Lights. So we can ask them to build them how we want them. And they make it in
they
degrees.
build them to your specification with the
we say
angle
the Kelvin, the angle, where they have it to hang them, and they will build it for us. So, and that's pretty neat. Yeah, it works quite well, as you can see.
And they did this for only your aquarium?
Yeah, only for us or others. So this is perfect.
Oh, that's custom made then.
Yeah, it is custom made, so it's pretty neat. And these are actually Norwegian lamps from our oil rig.
Okay.
So where the CEO is a Danish guy, and he wanted to try them out, and they're quite good. They're 22,000 kelvins, so they're a bit more bluish than the other ones, which is 14,000, I think.
Yeah, as always, the reef tanks from top look so much better than from the front. It's always really nice view. In der Größe solche Riffaquarien zu sehen, das ist halt einfach selten, weil sie eben auch schwer am Leben zu erhalten sind. Also es bedarf eine Menge Aufwand, eine Menge Personal, da ist viel Wissen nötig, um ein Becken in der Größe zu betreiben, und natürlich auch gute Technik. Wenn man hier mit ich sag jetzt mal, niederpreisigen Produkten anfängt, ich kann hier nicht mit 50 Strömungspumpen arbeiten. Dann ist ja ein Aquarianer die ganze Zeit damit beschäftigt, Strömungspumpen sauber zu machen. Und das kostet viel mehr Personalkosten, als einmal ein gutes Produkt zu kaufen. Und so geht es von den Lampen, von der Heizung und von allem anderen, was da dran ist, genauso. Das ist halt immer für mich das Schönste, dass man auch von hinten an die ganzen Aquarien ran kann und mal gucken kann, wie es da aussieht.
Acclimatized fish, quarantine, breeding, calcium reactor, abyss pump. Normally before the energy crisis we had calls all over, but they had to lower the expectations and lower the electricity bill. And last year when the electricity bill was at its highest, we were around, that must be 300,000 euros a month.
300.000 Euro pro Monat.
2 million Danish kroner a month.
Well,
that was too much.
I assume that the electric companies in Denmark are doing the same thing as in Germany, that they have been raising the prices like crazy, and thus raised their margin by 300%.
Yeah, and got a lot of bonuses.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
how it is.
It's crazy.
So, but normally we have calls over there. We had calls over there, and also here, but we had to, try to turn off as much lights as possible because it was very expensive, to say the least. This is the main hall. We have the feeding kitchen in there. Normally all the zookeepers are doing all the fruit preparations, but they're sleeping now. So, and here we have all the technical drawings of each plant.
Okay.
So the ocean tank, the big tank, is called plant 7.
Yeah.
So this is all the sand filters that we will see in a moment in here. These are all the skimmers. This is the entire the tank and the filters and the overflow box and all the valves and stuff. So we have a map over everything. It's changed a bit over the last 10 years, but
most changes in retrospect.
Yeah, it does. We get wiser. So this is a bit of a mixing room. Over here we have fresh water, cichlids and stuff like that. Down here we have some rays, if I remember correctly, and stuff. And over here we have a quarantine area for marine fish. So these containers is normally, if we get a stingray or a large shipment of new fish, we can put it in here and have it here for about a month and feed it and keep it healthy before we unleash it to the other guys. And down here, this is for the coral reef. So we have the 3 big skimmers. We have sand filter pump, return pump, actually 2 of each. This is a cooling system, so this is seawater, cold seawater coming in.
All right.
And then it transfers the cold to the hot salt water.
All right.
And control it with valves. And then over here we have the sand filters.
What's the temperature of your ocean tank?
The ocean tank is 23 and the coral reef here is 25.
All right.
Approximately. So, and now the temperature outside is getting too hot, so we cannot use the cold seawater anymore, so now we have to turn on the coolers.
Yeah.
They have some very big cooling system to the entire setup. So, and then they have resolved sand filters, and this is for the coral reef. Every second day we make a backwash, and when we do the backwash, it's in 6 minutes, and then we flush out 6,000 liters of water. So every second day.
That's your water change.
Yeah, it's a water change in the 200,000 liter system.
All right.
So, and that's all done by computer on the valves there. But when we do the backwash, then the 6,000 liters of dirty water will go in another room in here, and then it will get re-cleaned. So we will clean it overnight in a big system again, and then we will reuse the water in the ocean tank or with the birds or some
so it's
another
not
place.
Directly wastewater.
No, it's not entirely waste because it's still good enough for other animals that not so dependent on the water quality. So we don't have to throw out that much water every day. In the entire aquarium, I think we do around 100,000 liters of backwashing a day. Okay. So if we had to throw that out, it would be very expensive to enter the tank, into the building.
Das ist hier die Filtration für das Riffaquarium, also für das 80 Kubikmeter Riffaquarium, was wir oben gesehen haben. Das heißt, die 3 Sandfilter werden alle 2 Tage einmal komplett gereinigt. Das erzeugt dann auch sozusagen den nötigen Wasserwechsel. Das heißt, das Wasser wird in ein Erhälterungsbecken gegeben, wird da nochmal aufbereitet für andere Tiere, die nicht so empfindlich sind. Also das wird dann für Nicht-Korallen zum Beispiel verwendet, weil ansonsten wäre das auch viel zu teuer, das ganze gute Seewasser wegzuwerfen. Das heißt, es wird nur noch mal der Dreck rausgeholt und dann wird es weiterverwendet. Und das ist dann gleichzeitig auch der Wasserwechsel. Das heißt, alle 2 Tage einmal den kompletten Filter zurückspülen. Das ist gleichzeitig der Wasserwechsel, der dann alle 2 Tage stattfindet.
And then all of it is controlled out here. Yeah, nice.
So for technology, it's always cooled down. For the staff, not so much.
That's how it is. Machine over human. So this is the screen where we control the system. So this is the sump we just had out here, the 3 sand filters, all the aquariums upstairs and the pumps. How many percentage? It runs up at night because we have lower electricity prices in the nighttime. Okay. So in the nighttime it goes up. And skimmers, you just saw, we have the ozone, 20 gram ozone there, and we also use light ozone.
All right.
And then we have for the equipment. And as I told you, when we do the backwash, then in here, it's a bit noisy, so I'm not sure we can film in there, but in here we rewash the water.
Oh, okay, so that's the post-treatment.
Yeah. So in behind the wall, there's a big container on around, I think it's 100,000 liters of water. So it goes in there, then overnight it will get flushed through skimmers and back filters, sand filters, ozone, UV, and then we can reuse it again. So when we arrive tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, or my colleague does, he can pump the water wherever he wants, in which system. Yeah.
Das hier ist eines der größten Filtersysteme in Europa für diese Aquariengröße. Das ist also wirklich alles ziemlich modern gebaut. Das haben wir gerade schon gesehen bei dem kleineren System. Das heißt, alles ist schon digital kontrolliert. Man hat eine Menge Automatismen drin. Dann geht das natürlich auch, dass man das mit relativ wenig Personal betreibt, weil Wasserwechsel, Rückspülen, alles per Computer. Das ist natürlich super. Und dann gibt es höchstens mal eine Alarmmeldung an den zuständigen Mitarbeiter, der dann hier nachts mal herkommen muss. Wenn hier nicht nachts sowieso Leute rumrennen. So, this is for the big tank.
No.
No?
No, we're getting bigger.
Okay.
This is for the freshwater system, for the cichlids and rainforest and stuff like that. Here we have 9 sand filters.
9 sand filters for that freshwater system?
For that freshwater system. And we have more big UV filters. Also 100% titanium. So, and in here we have hour counters, so we know how many hours.
Okay.
But roughly we change it every 10 months. So that's a serious pipe.
That's a serious pipe for a freshwater system.
Yeah.
How many liters were the freshwater?
1.5 million liters in all, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so that's not just this one tank, it's all the
rainforest and all
okay.
the Malawi, Tanganyika cichlids and eels, and there's a small bit we didn't see yet.
That is massive.
So and
Those can hide behind it.
Yeah,
crazy.
We can go through it.
Yeah.
And that's
damn, this is dangerous.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
You have steps everywhere.
So behind that wall is 500,000 liters of water.
All right.
If it's full, it's full. It's not full now, I can see, but it's close to. So we have it in there. And then
so that's where the intake from the sea comes in.
Yeah, it comes in there.
Yeah.
And in the other end we have the same, just smaller for rainwater.
All right.
Yeah, so we can take it in. Outside we have a big grave where it comes in first, so all the sediment is settling down.
Okay.
And we have like a big screen, and it goes through there, and then we have another UV filter, goes through the UV filter, and then inside.
Wow.
So, and then it's in there we have just a small pump circling around with some ozone on. So it's pretty easy. For technical geeks, this is the door to paradise.
All right.
This is the big. This is the filter system for the ocean tank, the 4 million
the warp
tank.
drive,
Yeah.
basically.
So it's.
It sounds like a warp drive.
We call it Star Trek.
Yeah.
You have 5 big UV filters in all. Watch your head. It's not your foot this time.
Oh yeah.
You cannot see. You're not the first one. So we got 20 sand filters all the way down, all the way around. We do approximately 2 backwashes a day. On
2 backwashes a day?
Yeah, and the ones far away from the pump, we do a bit longer time than the one close to the pump. And
you're not backwashing all of them at the same time?
No, it's 2 at a time.
Okay.
But we have like a cyclus all the way around, and we, if I remember, it's around 25,000 liters in 6 minutes. So we're using. But also that will go in that room you can't see because it's dark in there, and then it will be re-cleaned during the night.
I must say it's quite silent compared to what it's doing. I mean, we're talking about 4 million liters of water being filtered to very clear water. I mean, the water quality and the turbidity in the tank
is very good.
Is very good. I mean, I've been to aquariums where it's a lot noisier.
It was in the beginning when we changed from one brand to another brand.
Yeah, so, I would say these are not fiberglass pumps. They actually are. Some of them.
What?
They actually are. That's a
it's fiberglass. The housing is
I would have. Normally they are. Oh well, those are the Abo pumps.
Yes, that's Abo pumps. Yeah.
Okay. Also das ist nicht Fiberglas, sondern das ist tatsächlich dann ein PE oder PP. Normalerweise sind Pumpen, die diese hellen Köpfe haben, ganz auf Fiberglaspumpen. Die Pumpen sind normalerweise, wenn sie aus Fiberglas gebaut sind, sehr laut, weil sie einfach aus einem sehr steifen Material sind. Hier, die Pumpen sind von Abo. Mit Abo arbeiten wir auch oft zusammen. Das sind also unser präferierter Lieferant für sehr große Systeme. Kommen aus den Niederlanden. Die bauen Pumpen jedweder Größe. Alles, was größer ist als das, was wir machen. Und die sind aber sehr effizient. Also das heißt, wenn man wirklich große Pumpen braucht, dann ist das einer der Ansprechpartner, den ich immer empfehlen würde für solche Sachen. Und man hört, ich meine, das sind riesige Dinger, die da stehen. Wir reden wahrscheinlich über, ich würde mal sagen, 15, 20 Kilowatt Motoren, die da gerade laufen. Und dafür ist es hier echt leise. You need to have some good ventilation here for all the CO2.
Yeah, but it's rusty. It goes fast. So all the skimmers right now, we have one bank that's not running. Can't remember why, but otherwise we have all the others running. So, and
these are trickle filters?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And then it goes down and out through the tank.
Über so riesigen Rieselfiltern wird eine ganze Menge CO2 frei. Und es passiert durchaus bei öffentlichen Aquarien, dass, wenn die fehlkonstruiert sind, man hier oben einfach erstickt oder bewusstlos wird. Das heißt, hier oben sind große Ventilationsschächte eingebaut und die ziehen hier oben die ganze Luft raus, damit hier einfach immer auch atembare Luft ist.
So and then we have these on to avoid too much splashing.
Yeah.
Look, it's a lot of water.
Very, very impressive.
pretty big.
Also große Filtration, völlig andere Probleme. Da fehlen einem plötzlich mal 10.000 Liter Wasser und man weiß gar nicht, wo die geblieben sind. Und dann findet man raus, dass einfach nur ein Abschäumertopf die ganze Zeit überläuft. Ja, wer kennt es nicht? I think this is where our tour will end of the aquarium. Maybe we'll be back on our next Denmark tour. It's been a pleasure. It's far past midnight now, and I think it's time that we let Thomas go.
Good night,
so,
beer.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
It was
See you again someday.
so much fun. A night at the aquarium, all on our own. So now we're gonna have to check out the gift shop. See you guys later.